That not awesome, dude?
Darling.
That's pretty cool. Hey, I'm over here. Is that not beautiful?
I think it is.
I think it is too, dog.
So when these mature, they're going to be almost solid red with white splotches down the sides and the belly. But this one's just really, really nice.
Red tail American boa.
Oh, really?
All right, so here we are out at the Show Me Reptile Show out here in Sedalia. We've got All-Star Justin.
The first one was out of this world. This one is living up to the bar that was set last time.
Here we are at the Show Me Reptile Show. We've got Tony and Alicia here from none other than Mystic Dreams Morphs. I'm sure everybody's already seen all the Oogie Boogie stuff, or you've probably seen my girl Alicia dressed up like Sally. But I tell you what, I wanted to come over because I've seen you guys for years with Show Me, and I thought what a great opportunity to come over and ask you guys, what is it about Show Me for you, Tony, that keeps you guys coming back?
It's the people, man. The people. It's a great show. Great people. You get meet the new people coming in every day, and it's just a fantastic time. Everybody looks at it like, this ain't a job for us. It's a vacation. It's a getaway for us, and I mean, it's just it's hard to describe.
When you enjoy what you do, it's not really work.
No, it's not work. Yeah.
I appreciate the fact you say that, Tony. So I know that we're recording right now, but I would like to take this opportunity to have you guys come over, since it's not work for you, and maybe you can help me with cleaning the snakes and things like that. I tend to find that does take a little bit of time. But yeah, guys, all BS aside, we really appreciate you guys coming out. Exceptional ball pythons over here, and you guys also were one of the local feeders.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
with rats and things like that.
Yes.
So where all do you guys sell your rats? I know Springfield for sure.
Oh, we'll do about a 100-mile radius of our home location.
West Plains, Pomona.
And that's a big thing for any of us reptile keepers, guys. It's always good to have an extra feeder. Even if you're not going to them full time, there are those times where something happens. So, Tony, I appreciate it, man. Alicia, I appreciate it. And you got to show me something cool, though, real quick. Because I was looking down here, and I see that you've got these You've got two, oh, it's a female and a male.
Yes.
And you guys are calling these smoke screens. And I agree with what you're saying, but I'd like to kind of tell everybody what a smoke screen is. So let's slide to this side and let's talk about the smoke screen.
All right.
All right, so super interesting here. This is a smoke screen. So, Tony, I see some striking resemblance to like your urban camos, which I'm a huge fan of. What do we got here?
What this is instead of being a super cinnamon, it is super black pastel. With a super cinnamon is what you get when you're producing a urban camo.
Sure.
And being I use the black pastel instead of the cinnamon, giving it a lot darker look than your urban camos.
Seriously.
We got a lot of blacks in there versus a lot of grays. And hence the name smokescreen.
I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. So for everybody out there that's not totally sure what ends up making an urban camo, how would you go about? Well, I guess, how do you make an urban camo? And then you said you just switched black pastel.
Okay, well, an urban camo, or in this case, the smokescreen, what you want to do is, a lot of people see pied here. I guarantee you this is not a pied. It does carry the pied gene, but it's not a visual pied. It is het for pied. What causes all the white in there is going to be your super form of the black pastel. It causes the whites from a heterozygous to come in and cause all these white ringers.
And lots of patching, man. Lots of dark,
oh yes.
Dark marks.
Now that is the sandblast. Hence the name sandblast. It comes in and basically does what it sounds like. It blasts the color off, giving it the look like it's been sandblasted.
Okay, so what are the genetics of this snake right here then, Tony?
This is a super black pastel sandblast het pied.
Awesome stuff. Hey, I know you guys are busy. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. Thank you for your time, Tony.
You're welcome, man.
We really
You're welcome.
appreciate you guys being a part of the Show Me family and the experience. A little bit.
No, they only bite if you try to like provoke them or they think your finger's food.
You always try to steal my attention. Always, always. Everybody look, this is Serene. Man, makes me real nervous coming over here to get in my car to go up the street. I am not gonna find another spot. What'd you say? I don't want to hear that. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Steve, from A Reptile I Am and Show Me Reptiles. Here we are at the Sedalia Show Me Reptile Show, and we've got my friend Josh here. Josh, who do you have with you?
Today we have Smokey, we also have Mia, and then we also have Lily, which are our double yellowhead Amazons. They do sing and they do talk a lot.
I heard them first thing this morning when you guys pulled into the drive.
Yes.
I was like, wait, what is that noise?
Yes, she definitely is a vocal one.
And I wish that this little baby here would do what she did the first time I met her. So Smokey here does sing on top of old Smokey. And I caught that within 2 bars yesterday. And it was just really, really cool. It's really interesting that you guys are coming out to the shows and bringing some of some of the birds and things like that. So we
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate you guys being here. Can you tell everybody where they can find you guys at?
We are located here in Sedalia, and I mean, the name is Hopspelt. My grandma, she is a breeder, so we got anything from Conyers, Quakers. We also have mini Kikarikis. You know, we got cockatiels as well. You know, so if y'all ever are in the market of looking for a bird, we got you guys.
Hey, and these birds are top notch, guys.
Yeah.
Really good plumage on them. They're definitely vocal. And you told me that you guys had actually just got Smokey a couple years ago as a rescue, right?
Yes, she was a rescue. Whenever we got her, she had a bunch of feathers missing from the front, and now she's got all of her feathers back. You know, she wouldn't be the one, any of them that we'd be getting rid of. But you know, that one is definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, Josh, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the Show
Thank
Me
you.
experience. Guys, don't sleep on Show Me. Peace. I'm out.
Push the bedding in front, all
Look at my buddy Olaf here. He's kind of become a Show Me Reptile ambassador animal, and not in the aspect of he's a Show Me animal. This is one of our little traveling friends from one of the vendors. And this is indeed one of the other vendors' tables. They got Olaf a nice little bed, as you can see. Come be part of the experience, guys.
Is smaller and would get out of your hands in a second.
Hey guys, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Steve from A Reptile I Am and Show Me Reptiles. Here we are with some of our Show Me family with M&S Pet Accessories. We've got Steve here. Steve, tell everybody a little bit about some of the stuff you guys bring to the shows and why it's important for the hobby or industry.
Well, here we got a bunch of driftwood. This is fairly local wood that I've gathered in. It's all processed. It's clean. It's ready to go as soon as the buyer takes it home. It's just a little bit of everything for different types of habitats. You know, for the setups. You know, whether it's a bearded dragon or python or whatever their favorite reptile is.
You know, and that's something I was going to say too, guys. So it's not just your regular run-of-the-mill, not saying that that's what this is, but your average size wood that goes in. I'm seeing full elaborate pieces for setting up like an entire room display.
Yes.
And didn't you say that you guys treat
We do.
all of them no matter the size?
Yes, sir, we do. We can treat anything from extra small to extra large.
So I appreciate you guys taking that extra step to make sure that the supplies and stuff that people are putting in their enclosures are not going to hurt the animals. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate you guys coming out to the show.
Well, I appreciate you, Steve.
All right. Hey, guys, don't sleep on Show Me. Come be part of the experience today.
Come see us.
Peace. That's kind of exactly what I was talking about over here, because my little baby tied me up to my pole here.
That was fun.
Aberrant Honduran. We chose the serpents of all serpents today.
I think we're in a good spot.
Sweet.
Go. No more. No.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Steve from A Reptile I Am. We have us some fiery little buggers out today. And we've got my friend Amy from Extreme Exotics.
Hey, guys.
Amy, you want to tell everybody what you have and kind of show that off just a little bit?
So I currently have a baby albino Honduran milk snake. So they kind of hold that candy cane pattern a little bit. This one's got a little bit more orange. Sometimes you see a little bit more reds pull. They're definitely an active species. Colubrids in general are really active, a little different than what you're gonna see in like your typical ball pythons and things like that just kind of like to sit and chill. These guys' idea of chill is going 5 miles an hour all the time. We just constantly do a little bit of moving. They're a little nippy when they're little. Nothing hurts. This guy bit me right before we started filming. No blood, no nothing. It just kind of, it's like a kiss. It's like a little spicy kiss sometimes. They're real happy. They're really easy to care for. They take room temp for the most part. They don't require heat. They're going to eat off mice. They're going to live off mice or very small rats for the entirety of their life.
And for those that aren't aware of what a Honduran is, what species of snake are we both holding right
They are a colubrid.
So
they're a milk snake, a colubrid.
What I actually have here, so Amy's got the albino. This is another kind of special variant called an aberrant Honduran. And you can clearly see the differentiation in the colors on these. Amy, I know you're super busy.
No,
but
I'm here for you guys too.
Thank you for your time and showing off some of the babies here, guys.
We are happy to do so.
Thank you for being a part of the Show Me family and the Show Me experience.
Always, we love our fam.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye, guys.
What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Steve, from A Reptile I Am and Show Me Reptiles. Here we are with Eldritch Geckos, and you promised to show me something cool, did you not?
I'm going to show you something
Let's
cool
see
today,
it.
Steve.
Okay, and what do we have here today?
Today we have Chinese cave geckos. Now, Chinese cave geckos are an absolute delight of a species to work with. You're never going to see them during the daytime.
Wow,
As these
look
guys
at the
are
colors.
a nocturnal species. They have bright red eyes, and they do have toes that allow them to hold on to things. So while they are a terrestrial species, these guys do use and utilize climbing opportunities. They are higher humidity and lower temperature. So you're going to want to keep these guys at about 80% humidity at nighttime when you spray them down. And then you're going to want to let them dry out to about 60% during the daytime. This species is the one that I have is Goniosaurus honeiensis, and these come from China.
Okay. Well, I guess I should have known that right out of the gate. Hey, we can't be right all the time. Hey, the show is kicking off. I know you're super busy. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely, Steve. Anytime.
Coming out and being a part of the Show Me family and the experience, guys. It wouldn't be a show without you ladies.
All right, thank you, Steve.
All right,
Enjoy
thank
the rest
you,
of
guys.
the show.
Peace.
So,
Mr. Music's my Avanja, who's
You said this is John Gotti? Bro?
John Gotti. I'm gonna get Mr. Music's out too.
Trying to run away from me, I see, Serenity. What do we got here?
I don't know what she is.
You don't know what she is? Well, do you want me to help you with that? That right there looks like a pinstripe hide all day to me. Tell everybody who you're with.
Bronze Family Royals.
Boom, right here, CFR, baby. All right, so out of left field, we got part of Team Area up in the house crashing the Sedalia scene. What's going on, ladies?
Hi.
Let's get it. Hey guys, Steve with the Show Me Reptile Show. We're out here with Peyton. What an exceptional show you've had so far, dude.
We sold more than half of our stock in the first day.
And
I'm already off to 3 sold today and before we even get going.
And we were so busy yesterday.
Oh, no,
I
yes,
had
for
told
sure.
him I was going to come back and we were going to do this.
Yeah.
And it's actually off of the aspect of the display setup.
Yeah, it's
that
very
you
unique.
have. He's got these really pretty 3D printed. It sets out across the front of the table. I've got to show everybody this, man.
No, for sure.
And I do apologize that when I show you this, you are just going to see glass because my man
Yeah.
here, he did go ahead and do his job and emptied them.
For sure. The
dude,
one time
so-
I don't bring 50.
I know, right? So how long have you been traveling with Show Me and
Only a year.
I'm guessing
I've been
that
breeding
you're
for
happy.
5 years
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And is this like the only show you've done? With
I did. No, I've done 40, 50 shows over the last year with them now. Yeah. Put the time in, and good things will happen.
I'm telling you, dude, it don't get no better than that statement.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for you guys. Don't sleep on Show Me. Hey, thanks for your
Yeah.
time, dude. I'm gonna get out of here. You got like 2 more to say.
I know, right? Maybe I'll
All
get out here
right.
early.
Peace.
It's I think the record's around 16, but you know, captivity doesn't take some time. You know, the goal is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Don't knock my head off.
Want me to wrap you a little bit?
Yeah.
So don't squeeze too hard.
Bring it. Wrap my leg.
Come here.
It's the show goose.
I want that ring. That ring is better.
Get her! Get her!
He's looking at you.
Oh yeah. He's pretty cool, ain't he, Rooster?
Yeah.
And what kind of chameleon is this, Rooster?
This is a Rainbow Jackson chameleon.
It sure is.
I love the like horns.
Kind of the horn shape. Absolutely.
It's like a Triceratops.
Only at the Show Me show, baby. Is this an experience or what, kid?
This is an experience.
All right, guys, so now it was my turn to get a little bit of an opportunity. Dude, is this not a really cool looking animal?
It's the coolest animal there is.
I think so too.
How much is he?
Hey dude, I think he's trying to buy this thing directly off my hand. What are we looking for this?
All right.
That's a dude.
He's
That's
going home with us, or she's going home with us.
What if I wanted it?
Too late.
There it is,
Sorry.
bro. Hey, congratulations, dude.
Look at the baby. Oh shit. Got a goose.
I hope y'all enjoy.
We got the squad in the house now.
I didn't make it far before I got caught up over here.
So the show is finally complete. We have the first lady in the house. Are you so happy to be around the
I am so
general?
happy to be around.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, gonna eat my brain.
Like that hair.
You're going to know that these are non-venomous snakes, and they are good for us to talk about and handle today. Good deal, right? Okay. You ready to see some snakes? All right. I want to show you this first snake that has been very important to me, this particular breed, because it has been in my life. Not this particular snake, but the breed has been important to me since I was about 10 years old. 10 years old. I grew up on a dairy farm not too far here in Sedalia, and my dad milked 99 Holstein cows every day, twice. Then you know what? Those dairy cattle, they ate very, very expensive dairy cattle feed, and he stored it in these big silver grain bins there on the farm. And you know what? There was something else that really liked to eat that feed, and it was rats and mice. And they would get in that feed and they would nasty in it and contaminate it, and the cattle wouldn't eat it and he couldn't sell it. So it was wasted. Do you know my dad said? He said, Connie, I'm going to make you a snake stick. And he did. It was a broom handle about this long, and it had a hook on the end. And he said, Connie, whenever you see a black rat snake, I want you to hook that snake and take it over and put it in the grain bin. And I did that a whole lot that summer. And by the end of the summer, we had a bunch of really fat black rat snakes, but we didn't have any rats or mice because these snakes were controlling those rats and mice that were eating my dad's grain. And do you know, my dad told me that these snakes saved him over $600 a year in wasted grain that would have just gone to waste. It would have been bad, wouldn't it? I told you I'd tell you the names of these little snakes, and this one's name is Little Ricky. Little Ricky is a black rat snake, and he is just about 2 years old. He is considered a full adult snake, but he will get much larger. Little Ricky could get to be as long as this table. And you know what? If you have a black rat snake in your life, maybe out by the garage or in a tool shed, you know what? You're a lucky person because they're out there doing what they do best. They are controlling the vermin, the rats and mice that would otherwise be in your home. You know, rats and mice, no place in our home, right? Well, let's say goodbye, Little Ricky. Now, you all may notice that I'm carrying these snakes in what looks like, oh yeah, pillowcases, that is what they are. And I might tell you that herpetologists or snake people, we carry our snakes in bags for a very good reason, couple of reasons. First of all, they can breathe very easily through this fabric, but they can't see through it. Can you see how calm they are? They're saying, oh boy, a day at the Expo. We're just going to hang out and have a good day. But they're very calm and they're doing well. And you know what else? I've not met a snake yet that can untie one of my knots. And I do love that. I do love that. I have another rat snake that I want to show you that is not a local. This is not one you're going to find in your backyard, but she is a beauty. She is a beauty. And you know what else? That is just what she is. She is a Taiwan beauty rat snake. So what do you suppose she likes to eat? Rats? Well, actually, she prefers pepperoni pizza with extra cheese. Now, do you believe that? No? Okay. That's because Miss Connie is messing with you. Well, this snake's name is Beauty, and as with several of my snakes, Beauty has a story, and I want to tell you her funny story. When I received Beauty, she was a rescue snake from Warrensburg. There was a young lady there who had just had a baby, and she said, I'm not socializing with my snake, and I just need somebody to take Beauty, and so we'll spend more time with her. I said, well, sure, I'll do that, no problem. And so I went to Warrensburg to pick up Beauty, and we were packing her things so she could come back to Sedalia with me. And the young lady told me, she said, by the way, I used Beauty in an exotic dance routine that I did here in Warrensburg. I said, wow, okay. I'm so happy for you. But I packed up the rest of Beauty's things and put her in the Jeep, and we were traveling towards Sedalia. And I said, Beauty, your dancing days are over. No more dancing for Beauty. But Beauty is a snake that you would find in Taiwan. Certainly not here on the U.S. coast at all. But you would find her, she's an arboreal snake. She would be up in the top of the treetops and probably feasting on small monkeys, eggs, and birds. But isn't she she is just like her name. She is a beauty. Taiwan beauty rat snake. Now you may notice that as I get these snakes out of their bags, they're all going to do the same thing. They're going to want to coil around my arm or my hand. And they do that for a couple of reasons. First of all, They want to feel like they are not going to fall or be dropped. And also, you know, it's really a nice temperature in here today. It's a little bit warm, a little bit cool, but you know what? Snakes prefer to be warm. And when they come out of that bag, what's the warmest temperature they can find? And that would be my body. And so they're going to coil around my arm or my hand, and they're going to absorb the temperature from my body onto theirs so they can be more comfortable. So let's see what we got here. All right. All right. Let's say goodbye, beauty. All right.
You look like you put a couple of them in bags for you.
I have done that. But you know, I have a very large common boa at home. And that boa has reached this big. I mean, this big. And it is so big I can't take it to presentations anymore because there's nothing more embarrassing than trying to put that boa back into a bag when he doesn't want to go. Makes me look a little silly. Well, let's see who we got here. Oh, you're going to like this. Now, if any of you have aspired to have a snake, I'm going to show you a snake that you would really do well to have for a first snake. This is a corn snake. Corn snakes are not native to Missouri. You can find these down in the lower southern states of the United States, such as, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, because these snakes could not survive a Missouri winter. They could not. So you wouldn't find these around here. And I might tell you, it's called a corn snake, but it doesn't eat corn. I'll tell you why it's called a corn snake. Because it lives in the grain fields down in the southern part of the United States, and it eats the vermin, the mice, the rats that are also trying to eat the crops that the farmers are trying to harvest. So you can see that this is an invaluable little creature for all of the farmers and agricultural people down in the South. And I call her, guess what? Candy corn. Why do you think? Because she looks just like the candy corn that we either love or hate for Halloween. I happen to love it. Do you like candy corn? Oh, I love that. So candy corn, bless her little heart, an invaluable little species that would make a great first reptile pet for you. So let's say goodbye, candy corn. Now, what are the chances that I have just shown you a corn snake that I'm going to show you another one? Do you think I would do that? Yeah, I would. But this one isn't going to look a thing like candy corn. I think you're going to be very surprised. Oh, this is also a corn snake. This is called a snow corn snake, and you can see why. A snow corn snake has all of the same attributes as the previous corn snake here, but no significant coloration, because this is an albino of the species. It's an albino. Now, this little snake's name is Hannibal. And Hannibal has a story as well, and I want to tell you what it is because I think it's pretty funny. Hannibal has been with me about 5 years, and about 5 years ago when I was in a restaurant down in Warsaw, there was a young lady who was a waitress there, and she also, same story, second verse, she said she'd had a baby, and she wasn't socializing with Hannibal enough, and would I please take her? I said, sure, I'll take Hannibal. So I took Hannibal back to my home, and bless his heart, we had a great start there. The young lady told me, you are going to love Hannibal because he is a great snake. He is gentle. You won't have any problems with him. He doesn't eat a lot. And she said, he doesn't bark. Okay, I said, that's my kind of snake. So I took Hannibal home, and By golly, along came Easter. And you know what? I'll bet some of you were out hunting Easter eggs on Easter morning, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Well, you know what I found in Hannibal's cage? Eggs. Hannibal laid eggs. So you know what that means? Hannibal is a girl. So anyway, you know, I could have changed Hannibal's name, but it just suited me. So you know what? Hannibal is Hannibal, and has forever been a lovely snake for me to have in my home. Now I want to tell you a story about corn snakes. This actually happened to me at the library here in Sedalia. One time I was doing a program, had 2 corn snakes in my hands, and I wasn't watching any further than talking as to what they were doing, and they started crawling through my belt loops. And you don't push a snake and you don't pull a snake, and I had to wear those snakes home. That reminded me of when he was trying to go through my necklace. See? Well, let's say goodbye, Hannibal. Goodbye, Hannibal. You're a treasure. Want to tell you something else about Hannibal, though? Hannibal laid these snake eggs on Easter morning. Yes, that's what those are. You can come up and take a look after a while if you like. Now, the amount of snake eggs that a female will lay just depends on how long she is. If she's really long, she's going to lay a lot of eggs. But if she's not so long, fewer. But Hannibal laid all these eggs at one time. One time. Now, snakes do not need a daddy snake to produce eggs. They're just like hens, just like chickens. So these eggs were not fertile, and so I didn't feel bad about preserving them so you could see them today. Okay, let's see who we got here. This is an amazing snake. You're going to love this snake because it has superpowers. Did you know snakes could have superpowers? Well, this one does. This is a speckled king snake, and its name is Dottie. Let me tell you what Dottie is capable of. King snakes can actually attack, kill, and eat a venomous snake because they are immune to the venom of a rattlesnake or any of the other venomous snakes that we have here in Missouri. Well, you may wonder, well, how can she eat a snake larger than herself? Now that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Well, let's have a little scenario here and maybe I can explain it to you. Okay, here we got our jaws. I want you to put your finger up there behind your ear and work your jaw up and down, and you can tell that your top jaw is connected to your lower jaw, right? Well, that's the way it is with snakes until they get ready to eat. Then, cha-ching, they separate that jaw and they can actually eat food or prey 3 times the size of their head. Now let's look at Dottie's head. About like that size, right? So that means Dottie can actually eat food this big because she can open that jaw and ingest a large amount of food. Well, let's wonder how can Dottie eat a snake longer than herself? Well, here's another scenario. Let's pretend that my arm is a venomous snake. Here's Dottie. Dottie's going to come down and attack the venomous snake and coil around it and coil and squeeze and constrict until that venomous snake can't breathe anymore and it dies. And she comes back to the head and she starts to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And she eats this much and she says, I have eaten this much of this snake, but I feel full. What will I do? Well, Dottie has a special muscle in her little belly that will flip that snake under and she can gobble up the rest. So now that is a superpower if you ask me, right? I do believe so. Now, while I have Dottie out here, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between venomous and non-venomous snakes. Now, I have a question for you. You're going to say, oh, Miss Connie, you are so wrong, so wrong, so wrong, but I'm not wrong. Okay, if I told you there are no poisonous snakes in Missouri, would you believe me? Would you? Well, I want to tell you, there are no poisonous snakes in Missouri, but there are venomous snakes. Venomous, poisonous, two different things. Let me explain that. Venom is something that is injected into your body by a spider or a mosquito or a snake. It's injected. That is venom. But when we talk about poison, poison is something like you would eat a poison mushroom or you get poison ivy on your skin, but you don't eat poison. So therefore, does it make sense that in Missouri we have venomous snakes, but not poisonous snakes? Okay? All right, so my question to you, now don't get this wrong. Are there any poisonous snakes in Missouri? No, Miss Connie. They are what? They are venomous. Okay, good for you. Okay, I'm glad we got that straight. That's real important. When I want to talk to you about venomous snakes, this is something very important. When I see one of these signs on the highway, it says to me, beware, curvy road ahead. But you know what else it says to me? Oh, beware, venomous snake ahead. And it's all about the head. Here in Missouri, we have 5 very venomous snakes, and they all have a triangle-shaped head. Now, you know what? I can recognize a triangle-shaped head from me to you. I could see a triangle-shaped head on a snake. So this is something that you want to remember when you want to identify a venomous snake. And also, if you can see their eyes, venomous snakes have cat eyes. Their eyes slit like a cat because they do a lot of their hunting at night and they have to have better vision. Okay, non-venomous snakes have round eye pupils just like we do. And that is the difference. That is the way you can tell the difference. See how calm little Dottie is? She's saying, I'm so glad to be here today, and you know what, I am too. Look at that little sweetheart. All right, well, let's say goodbye, Dottie. All right, let's see who we got here. Oh, this is a very special little snake to me. And beautiful as well. This is a very common snake to Missouri and was actually found right around Sedalia here. This is a garter snake, a red-sided garter snake. And the garter indication comes from the stripes on the snake. And this little snake's name is Carter the Garter. And this little snake happened to have belonged to a Boy Scout troop that I was with here in Sedalia. And the Boy Scouts have merit badges they can earn called amphibians and reptiles. Well, as it would be, some of the kids did not have an amphibian or reptile, but they wanted to do the badge. So they needed a snake. So they would check out Carter the Garter, just like at the library, check out a snake and take it home and care for it for about 6 weeks so they could get their badge. Now, Carter is an excellent mouser. You know, a lot of people say to me, you know, oh yeah, but cats are good mousers too. Well, you know what? That's true. But I'll bet you never, ever saw a cat go through a hole this big and clear out a nest of mice. But that is what these snakes do for a living. That's their mission. Their mission is rodent and insect control, and they do it best. Let's say goodbye, Carter the Garter. How many of you think Miss Connie likes to have fun with her snakes? Oh, I believe you're right. I believe you're right. So we're going to do that. How many of you believe Miss Connie likes for you to have fun with my snakes? Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, we're going to do that, and I'll show you how we're going to do it. Bear with me, because I have to dress for success to complete this part of the program just for you, okay? Was that done with flourish? Yes, it was. I've done it before. All right. Now we're really getting down to business here. Okay. Now this is your part in the program. When you see me do this, I want to hear you in your most wicked voice say snake lady. But I feel that we must practice. So we're going to practice. Okay, here we go. Snake lady. My goodness, that was so lame. Can you not do better? I know you can. Okay, here we go. Snake lady. Who's that there in her witching dress, looking to haunt, she would confess? Her name ain't Rachel Ann or Katie. We all know her as Snake Lady. At Halloween, she's at her best and with her reptiles most obsessed. Her heart is black, intention shady. Yes, it's her, it's that Snake Lady. She carries her friends in a knotted bag, this loathsome wreck and wicked hag. Her age is surely 8 plus 80. I do believe it's that Snake Lady. She cast a spell with a grin and a hiss, and one of her best goes something like this. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Witchy, witchy, witchy wee, witch you had a snake like me. And that's why they call me Snake Lady. Oh. You are so good. Thank you. Thank you. So as you can see, we have one more snake to talk about here. This happens to be a ball python. A ball python would be at its best probably in the arboreal forest of the South America or Peru. Now, ball pythons also make a really good first pet snake if you want one. They are very docile. They don't get real huge and very calm all the time. This little snake's name is Noah. And before you leave today, if you would like to have a chance to touch Noah, you certainly can. And I'm going to have my hand over Noah's head, so there's no way that Noah could harm you. How does that sound? Would you like to pet Noah? Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here, because this is the thrill of my life. I love snaking and witching, and my life would be very boring without it. Well, I want to thank you for coming, and if you would like to step up here and pet Noah, you certainly may. How are you, honey? Good to see you. He feels kind of like a basketball, but he doesn't bounce nearly as well.